Hey guys, welcome back to the Cult Classic K Show, and I'm hoping to make a rather short, concise video discussing Star Wars Outlaws, because this game, well, they just showed off a new trailer very recently, and we got to see more of it, and in my personal opinion, it looks like it could be anywhere from mediocre to okay, nothing too crazy, but also, could be a little fun adventure. I can't really say for sure. I'm just going by eye. But we have to discuss the reality that there is yet another meme worthy attempt or lack thereof of a Western video game, facial scanning a model and then creating an ugly protagonist character out of them. So to get into it, because there's some disingenuous attempt to say that this is actually one for one, when really it's not at all. So let's just show you what it is, and you tell me if this is one for one. So this is the main protagonist of the Star Wars Outlaws game that is coming out later this year on the left. And this is the model in which she is based off of. Her face is based off of. Does this look one for one to you? Because it doesn't to me. Not at all, actually. And some people are saying, well, if you take the makeup off the model, then they look one for one. They look identical. This just looks like the model without makeup. You can't sit here and say that with a straight face. I mean, the character model has a prominent butt chin without really even genuinely cheesing. That's not present here. The nose is definitely off by quite a lot. The lips almost there, not quite. Definitely, not really dolled up at all by any means, and the eyes definitely off. Character model has Spock eyebrows for some reason. So to sit here and act like this is a one for one is a disingenuous conversation. And why does this continue to happen is the question. I don't understand. Why is this a thing when really the East has proven time and time again that you can have one for ones. That's not impossible. Or you can have characters. Here's the thing. We're not even asking one for one with the, model to character model. No, we just want female characters that look up to par with the models that you're hiring to use their face to model the main protagonist or the main character or the characters in the game off of. Like, does this not look, if not one to one, then just as pretty, just as glowed up, just as enticing to want to play as these characters or to appreciate these characters? Oh, this character actually looks nice. She looks pretty. All of them look pretty, as do their models. The East is showing you that this is fairly simple. This has been technology that's been a thing for a long time. I mean, even back with the Resident Evil 1 remake, I believe the face model for Jill Valentine was Julia Roth or Voth. I can't remember her name, but they actually got a pretty close one to one of her face, even back on the GameCube, dog. On the GameCube, they could do this to a reasonable extent. There is zero excuse for this. There's zero excuse for this. You're purposely choosing to make an ugly video game character, not just an ugly or an uglier video game character. You're choosing to make a gender bent and a race bent Han Solo knockoff. That's what we're choosing to make here. This is what they find interesting. This is what they're pushing nowadays. But we can't even have that conversation because we can't even establish that there's something off about this here. And to be fair, I have to be objective, guys. I do have to be objective because I will say in some of the promotional material, admittedly, the main protagonist looks better. See, like this is pretty acceptable in my opinion. I don't think she looks bad here. The problem is, in game specifically, she looks atrocious. In game, she looks like this. Like, can we just have an honest conversation? I'm willing to have a nuanced conversation. The promotional material, this isn't bad. This is reasonable for sure. This, however, she looks like a little boy. She looks like a little boy. And some people, I guess, would say, Well, Cass, well, you're a tomboy. Well, why do you have a problem with this? If anything, this probably appeals to you. No, it does not. This has zero intention to appeal to me. Okay? This is on purpose. This is on purpose to defeminize these characters, if it be to alleviate the male gaze, and really at the end of the day is to make these characters look androgynous, look gender ambiguous, really to be trans friendly. And the reason why I speak up about this is because, well, this is a fad. If you think that I'm going to sit here and endorse a fad, being a tomboy, that couldn't be any more offensive to me. I have always been a tomboy. I am currently a tomboy. I will always be a tomboy. This is never going to change. This is just who I am. This is something that I've accepted. This is a part of becoming an adult, accepting who you are. And this is not only a fad that I do find just offensive at the reality that it is a fad and that you relate this fad to me somehow, but really what's even more offensive to it is the sad reality that this is one of the, if not the singular most destructive fad of Western society. This is convincing children to mutilate their bodies, to not actually become adults, not make that transition to adulthood. A part of becoming an adult is accepting yourself for who you are, faults and all. This is the complete aversion of accepting that. This is, kids on puberty blockers being told that this is completely okay by adults that are ruining the future of these children, these teenagers, and so on and so forth. And some of these puberty blockers, some of these things that are being used in order to, I don't know what the exact attempt is, because it's different. Some people choose to be non-binary just because I guess this is their attempt at rebellion from society, or really to make a full transition to the opposing gender. But a lot of the stuff that they're taking, now studies are showing that potentially could be cancer causing. Stuff like this is just horrible to me. It's sad. It's offensive to me, the fact that people would actually relate me to this in some way. I do not accept that. Please don't do it. It's fucking annoying. It's offensive. It's disgusting, really, at the end of the day. And this is sadly one of the most destructive fads of Western society, and I really just don't think that this is cool. I mean, at the end of the day, I do meme on it because, I mean, it is funny. I mean, it is funny that she does kind of look like Homeboy from the Warriors. I mean, it can't be ignored, But it does lead to a more serious overall issue that a lot of people do not want to talk about. This, at the end of the day, is something that will affect our children. Your children, family members, whatever have you. This affects our youth, and it is problematic. And to act like it isn't, to act like this isn't purposeful, it's annoying. It is kind of annoying, and some people don't see how it's a big issue. And look, man, it is what it is if you don't see it plain as day. But yeah, to sit here and pretend that this is the same is wild to me. Absolutely wild to me. Yeah. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna leave it at that. We're not gonna get too much crazy. We aren't gonna get too crazy into it, but oh yeah, here's the comparison between why is it that they can get male characters correct? I mean, that's pretty reasonable. That's pretty damn reasonable. And once again, female characters. Female characters that have pretty models end up ugly video game characters. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. This seems to, be a hot button debate, which is kind of, strange to me. I mean, admittedly, some of the stuff with the character doesn't look so bad, but at the end of the day, I know what they're doing. It's obnoxious, and really, we just wanted to stop. Just stop doing this nonsense. Stop making gender ambiguous characters, stop going into down the androgynous thing. Just let me create the character, and if I want to go down that route, let me do that. And yeah. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. If you can, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me over on Twitter, if you'd like to continue the conversation. Channel memberships, $1 gets you instant access to the Discord, gets you Ziggy emotes. But yeah, with all that being said, I'm out. Peace.